friends, welcome to your 5-minute full body warm-up. This is intended to be a short but sweet and concise and thorough practice to do first thing in the morning or right before your workouts to help you feel mobilized through shoulders, spine, hips, and a little bit of extra. Stabilized through the front of the core, the obliques, the posterior chain of the body, and then just kind of like activated and ready to go. So if you have a foam roller, if you don't have a foam roller, I always say that. If you don't have a foam roller, your first minute is going to be spent jumping around, swinging your arms and legs, just getting some blood flowing, and maybe getting some fascia response in your body. So you can dance, you can shake, you can jump. If you have a foam roller, go ahead and lay on your back. And we're going to take some big swipes all the way down the spine. You can cross your arms over, especially focusing on the upper back. Maybe getting a few pops. And then we'll turn to the foam rollers on our right lower back and take a few just short strokes here, massaging out the low back. And then left side. Good. Now you can come sit on the foam roller, and we're going to turn our hips to the right. So we're getting a nice massage action through the right glute. And you can kind of be the gauge of how far you need to turn, like where do you feel the sensation, where do you want to linger. And then turn to the left glute. Arms and legs are acting as brakes and propellers. Good. Couple swipes on the right calf. Turning toes in and then out. And switch it over. Left calf. Good. You can toss your foam roller aside. We don't need it anymore. Come to lay on your back body. And we're going to move through some bridge rolls. So knees are pointing up to the sky, hip width distance apart. Press down through your feet. Engage your glutes to lift your hips up to the sky as you reach your arms overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, lower your spine one segment at a time. Arms reach down by your side. Good. This time we lift up, press to your feet. Reach your left arm overhead to the right corner of the mat. So we're finding a diagonal reach, pressing more through the left glute and left heel, lower back down. Inhale, push through right heel, stretch your right arm over to the left, and lower back down. One more time through that sequence. Inhale through center, lifting your spine one segment at a time. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in. Diagonal reach with the left arm overhead. Exhale through center. Inhale, diagonal reach with the right arm overhead, pressing through right foot, extending your hips up. Good. Lower back down. We'll come into a side plank shape. You can do this on your right forearm or on your right palm. And you can keep your right knee grounded if you'd like. Lots of options to modify. From here, pressing the right arm, whatever point of contact, into the mat, nice and stable. Take some big arm circles with your left hand. See if you can move into rotation too, so thumb pointing out as you go overhead and then pointing in as you go behind your head. Thumb out as we flex, thumb in as we extend. One more circle. Good, switch it out. So you can lower onto left forearm and left knee if you'd like, or come up into a side plank, turning your body to the right, and then find some big circles with the right arm. Move slowly. I'd rather you do 2 really good circles through full range of motion than 5 really fast ones. And see if you can act with that rotation. So thumb is pointing up and out as we flex overhead, and then it turns to point down and in behind your body. One more circle. Good. Give your arms a brief rest. Come onto hands and knees. Not much of a rest though. We're going to tuck our toes, lift up into a plank pose. You can modify by dropping your knees. From here, let your shoulder blades sink down. Your heart is sinking down between your shoulder blades. Push away so that you're filling up through the back of the heart. And then press back to a downward facing dog. Your knees can bend as much as you need. From here, find a ripple and a roll of the spine forward into plank pose. And then bend your knees, draw your hips all the way back, downward facing dog. Good. Shift forward to your plank. Take this scapular push-up. So dropping heart between the shoulder blades, and then protracting, pushing the ground away. Press back to downward facing dog. Find some mobility through your spine, rolling forward, then bending your knees and gliding back. Roll forward one more time through the sequence. Find your push-up plus, scapular push-up, retracting the shoulder blades, and then protracting. Keep that press forward as you nudge your hips back to down dog. And then one more nice spinal roll here. Perfect. So transitioning into our last movement here, if you want a block or something to hold on to, by all means use that for support. We're moving from a half moon to a Shiva squat. So half moon, plant through your right foot. Right fingertips are on a block or on the ground. And then peel your left hip so that it opens up and stacks on top of the right. Press out through your left heel and reach your left arm up to the sky. Stretching long in a bunch of different directions here. Good, now we're gonna turn our left pelvis down. Tuck your left knee behind your right calf as you squat into your right leg. Inhale, open up into half moon. Peel left hip open, left fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, Shiva squat, bend into your right knee. Tap your left knee to the outside of your right calf. Perfect, one more time here. Open up, half moon. Exhale, squat into your Shiva. So good for pelvic stability and quads. Okay, switch sides, left foot plants, left fingertips down for support. Inhale to open up, stacking right hip on top of left, peeling right fingertips to the sky, pressing out through your right heel. Inhale, exhale, bend your left knee, bend your right knee, bring it to the outside of your left calf. Inhale to open. Exhale, bend. Inhale, open, pelvis to the right. Extend long in a bunch of different directions. And exhale, pelvis faces the front of the mat as right knee taps on the outside of left calf. Good. All right, so that was about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Feel free to revisit any of these movements if you like. The more you do it, you'll become familiar with it and it'll transition really quickly and smoothly and become second nature. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.